Welcome back, everybody, to the In Your Mix podcast. The Cozy series is closing out. Today, I have a co-host and not a guest. I don't know if y'all remember this crazy guy from episode.
Remember me.
So we're not interviewing him today and all his craziness. He is going to break into some of the confessions and advice requests on for the strawberry letter. So I had a few of you guys submit some juicy confessions and requests. And I couldn't think of a better co-host to do it because I know y'all remember some of his memorable, I may insert a clip right here at this point, but some of his memorable commentary for episode 1.
What about my commentary? It was memorable.
You don't remember asking me if I get this tongue shit, you think that was appropriate to say to my supporters? Don't say. So, well, I think it's somebody that's going to come and be authentically himself. It's going to be Money Green. Did you want to?
AKA.
No, absolutely not. No. That was just my no. No.
Listen,
Don't.
Y'all don't worry about what she talking about. For this episode, I want to be known as Ugly Dick John. Y'all.
What is
should I stick with y'all?
What is the significance to that?
I might change my name to Ugly Dick Johnny, my rap name, everything. So just remember that. Y'all heard it.
Rap stuff?
You heard it here first. Yeah, for sure. What is today? Is what, January?
We're shooting on what's today's date? Today's date is the 18th.
Okay, so yeah,
26.
I want to drop like a little a mixtape for the ladies called The Cat Eye Devil. Somewhere around Valentine's. Hopefully it'll be ready by then. But yeah, that's my next endeavor.
Oh, okay. Well, you looking like a rapper that's booked and busy, man.
Do I?
Yeah, you look nice.
Some like threads I had to all or something. I knew I was coming. Sit next to you. I didn't know.
You can't compliment the guys these days.
I'm just saying. I ain't nothing compared to how you look. So
anyway, we're not calling him Ugly Dick Johnny, and we're not calling him Money Green either. It's just
y'all will keep that in y'all mind.
I'm just gonna refer to him.
These answers are coming from Ugly Dick Johnny, not Money Green. Ugly Dick Johnny.
Okay, so one of the reasons why I wanted to do a strawberry letter episode is because I wanted this end of my series to kind of go back to how I started. I feel comfortable discussing sexy conversations, and that's just really who I am. I tried other avenues and discussions for my podcast, but I feel like this is the way I want to be going. So I wanted to kick off what In Your Mix may feel like on a go-forward basis, and I wanted it to be and have an authentic conversation. And I know how many people in the world are really struggling, especially people that we know or know of. They're struggling in their sexuality because nobody around them is doing it, or at least being curious enough to have a conversation about it. So the purpose of the strawberry letter was to, yes, have some funny talk, laugh, joke, but it is to bring a safe podcast. Well, if you listen to this podcast and maybe you're thinking about doing something a little off the wall, or, you met somebody and they're giving you some of their experiences, maybe you can, I guess, develop more of an open mind from listening to the podcast.
So going forward, you want like for the podcast to be geared towards like sexy topics.
So yes, love, sex, relationships, like that is the core of what I want my podcast to be about. Like other things about myself personally, like I don't as much as I think people like to associate with like motherhood, and I want to talk about that. Love, sex, and relationships.
Wow, she hates her children.
No, I love my children, but I am #FCK. You know what that is? He's a new dad, y'all. So
yeah,
you know what it is. You know what FCK means? # fuck them kids. Oh yeah, I don't think you're there yet.
Nah,
yeah, right. I don't think he's there. Yeah, no, I don't think he's there. Maybe give him 2, and maybe he'll feel a little different. But
a one and only, guys.
Yes.
One and only.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying maybe if you had a second, maybe you might come on the side of #FCK.
Yes. Yeah, I doubt it.
But yeah, that might change. All right, so Okay, so I guess the way I want to do it is like I'll read the letters. I mean, you can read. I want you to read. Yeah.
This is your show.
No, no, no. I want you to read. I think you'll what there's one or two on here I want you to read.
I don't want to read them.
So I have to read them?
Yeah, this is your show.
But you're my co-host though. Today it's a
I'm not getting
co-hosted
paid
show.
for this. Bro, I'm not tired. Who even told you I knew how to read?
Well, first of all, how you a rapper?
What you mean? I freestyle.
Nah, nigga, you're
Right,
right.
that's-
So for real. So you want me to read all of these?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fine. So I will read them. And based on the way the tone, we'll be able to pick up if it's a confession or if they need advice. And they may even ask for it. Okay. So, all right. So let's kick it off. So the first one is from Miss HBIC,
I'm taking it that
head bitch in charge.
Okay.
Yep. My boyfriend likes to shake his private area completely bald.
People who like refer to themselves as that, they don't get in charge of nothing. This is my own perception.
I don't know too many people that sidebar. Sorry, guys. I don't know too many people that have been called that call themselves HBIC. I remember that used to be a thing like way back when. I don't know people that say that shit now.
Maybe not that particular, but like motherfuckers who be like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like niggas who gotta announce, yeah, I'm real nigga. 9 times out of 10, he probably not.
I agree. Yeah, I feel like what's understood truly doesn't have to be explained.
Yeah, my slogan is, oh, when it's real, you ain't gotta ask. All right, let's go. Let's go explain itself. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I feel like if you a head bitch in charge, people gonna pick that up about you. They'll just be able to tell, like, you got it. Yeah, something about her and her aura.
People who have to announce those type of things, they typically are insecure in that area, to me. And you know, they're just trying to like maybe convince you by announcing it, and like, okay, like you just go automatically. She said that's what she is, but I'm a natural born skeptic. So when you say something like that, I'm automatically thinking,
Yeah, and you'll question it.
yeah.
I feel like it's also the other side of it might be like attention seeking, which is a form of insecurity because I do feel like people just be attention seeking sometimes.
Right.
Like it feel, like tell me I'm an HBIC. But again, that goes back to insecurity. Because if you really feel like that, you don't really need any valid. Well, yeah, I would say you don't really need any validation around what you feel like you already know about yourself.
For sure.
That you feel proud of and all of these. Okay. So it's a good tidbit. My boyfriend likes to shave his private area completely bald, and I'm not a fan of it for some reason. He likes for mine to be bald as well, and at this point, I have become accustomed to having it this way but I'm way more traditional when it comes to him having hair down there. Am I being weird? Okay, wait. I'm trying to say he likes for mine to be bald as well, and at this point, I have become accustomed to having it this way. Oh, okay. So you're saying you would prefer him to have hair down there? Is that how you took that?
Read it one more time.
Okay. My boyfriend, first of all, it sounds very petty, Miss HBIC. I want you to know that. My boyfriend likes to shave his private area completely bald, and I am not a fan of it for some reason. Okay. He likes for mine to be bald as well. And at this point, I have become accustomed to having it this way, but I am more traditional when it comes to him having hair down there.
Okay, so yeah, that's
it
what
might
I
be
think.
weird.
Like she
Yeah.
likes for men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay. So here's what I take though. She keeps her stuff bald because he likes it.
Right.
But she would be okay with not have. She would be okay, but she's grown accustomed to it now.
For sure.
However, she has never grown accustomed and can get used to him
Being bald.
Oh. And by being weird.
Oh, that's irritating.
Um.
I'm a former woman.
So this might truly be preferential. I personally feel like I much prefer and love a hairless hair. Okay. I just feel like we're at the age now to where hair retains a lot of odor, especially out like with men. I feel like it'd be so thick, and I just think me personally, I wouldn't have an issue with it. But this sounds like what you don't like. So I would ask, how long he's been bald like this? How long you been kind of tolerating it? And have you ever had a conversation with him about it if you feel like you're being turned off by it? Like if it's becoming that big of an issue for you, to where like you're turned off at like the appearance of this private area.
Right.
I don't see that, again, this is just me. I don't see the big deal in this. Like, it's just not that serious. It's all someone else's body. Like, he might, you know, like again, if you told me, you know, I don't really want you to shave. I want you to keep a push down now. And it's like, no.
Why would I tell you that?
What do you mean? I'm just speaking in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in general.
Like
Like,
a guy.
yeah, like if you were to tell me like, oh, you know, whatever, and I know that I don't like it to be like sweaty down there,
Mm.
I wouldn't, you know.
Mm.
What do you mean? Why did I tell you that?
I'm just curious. Why would I tell you about my?
The date is January 18th, 2026.
Okay.
People know we go together.
Oh, I didn't know the cat was out the bag.
The cat's, yeah, the cat's out the bag. I'm not.
Not bad.
Yes.
I didn't know.
We don't have to make this like, oh, babe. But no. Yeah, people know.
Oh, I thought we were still. Okay.
Hiding.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
But that was a general statement though. That wasn't meant to. I'm just saying if you with somebody. So I don't know. For me personally, are you being weird? No, this is your feelings. If that's how you feel, I would say you should have a discussion with him.
So forewarned is forearmed. They are gonna know my answers are gonna be like relative to you. A lot of this shit I'm gonna say is gonna be relative to you.
Sure, that's fine. But
you're cool with that.
you can be mindful about the way in which you answer.
Mine come to answer the question.
Okay, so because I revealed my identity, this is what you're saying. This is the downfall to be remembered by identity.
You know,
No, so I want you to be conscious of what you say.
I have no conscience either.
That's-
Like
that's
I speak from like my heart. I don't my mind.
Yeah, well, no. Some stuff you want, if you hear it, you're like, oh, maybe you should reconsider. You should say, or how about you just speak in general? Keep me out of it.
But they're gonna know it's relative.
But we can be general. No. We can be general with the audience. Every experience or every opinion you have doesn't have to center around the relationship you're in. It can be based on experiences you've had.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to get detailed.
Guys.
You know? Okay. All right. You didn't give your opinion about this though. It should be weird. What's your thoughts? A petty gripe. But if it's turning her off, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I like the ball eagle.
Yeah.
I like to keep my shit ball.
If I told you I had an issue with it and it was turning me off,
That's
where it would get hard, huh? I agree. Because it's a body thing. It's like, that is such a huge act to tell. That's like saying, I don't like when you go get your hair done. I like your hair to be natural. Don't get your hair done. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let your shit be natural. Don't relax it. Don't make it. I would be like, that's not this is my hair, dude. So I feel like the only thing about this letter, again, the takeaway here is like, I feel like you might be a little too entitled to someone else's body. Now, if you genuinely feel like it's turning you off, you can vocalize that, but what does that do for the relationship?
I said, as a guy, though, I also don't want to be bringing anything to the table that will turn my woman off. So,
but right. But what if again?
Can we meet in the middle somewhere? Maybe I don't grow it like the way it's just fucking Afro Thunder. It's just
or maybe you don't keep it bald. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, you'll keep it bald, but you just keep it low.
Thunder the way, you know what I'm saying? I can get a fucking pick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you just keep it low.
Right.
Okay.
So it's just
something. That's a good one.
But I'm confused about her. Like, who wants, like, maybe she doesn't suck a lot of dick and balls and shit. Like, who wants to be spitting out hairballs when they go down? I definitely don't. I love my woman to have a buttery ball vagina.
I
like to kiss all on top of your vagina. I don't have hair in my mouth and shit.
Yeah,
I do that.
I agree, and I firmly believe. I'm sorry, like I do feel like, especially texture for men who has never shaved versus texture for women who occasionally shaves is different. So like, I feel like hair on a man's private retains a lot of smell, like sweaty. I don't know. For me, balls the way to go. I'm not sure why.
No, I feel like that's probably the least of the worries. As long as you're a man who bathes regularly and
Right, but you're still gonna sweat down there. You could bathe in the morning and then by the time you didn't work, it's been 6 hours.
Right,
sweating.
But I'm not gonna come home immediately after work and just be expecting you to just eat this bitch off the bone. I'm gonna hop in the shower.
For sure, I get what you're saying.
Freshen up, yeah.
But when you're bald, again, as a woman who's bald, I do feel like your bottom area doesn't retain smell like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it just doesn't. You can get you a quick little wipe if you have body wipes or wipe. When you got hair, I feel like it's only so you might have to clean that, you know. So I don't know. My answer is I don't think you're being weird. I think that's a great point that you bring up. Like, how about you try to compromise? But it's just not your place to demand that somebody.
My question would be, what does the hair, are you like,
Right.
how old are you, first of all?
Yeah,
Are you
it
like
doesn't say that.
from the 70s or some shit? Like, you know, when y'all was just like, maybe you just like hair like that? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Because this is yeah, I would say try what you say. You might be being petty though, sis. Like, let that shit go.
Yeah, like, do you suck a lot of dick or minimal dick? Like, do you like hair in your mouth when you're sucking dick and balls?
Or are you like are you like an anniversary, happy birthday D sucker and you got all these big complaints?
Which is a whole nother
Egregious.
topic
That's an
because
egregious. Yeah.
what year are we in?
It's 2026.
Why the fuck would you be just sucking dick on occasions? Like, that's my requirement on some shit.
I get that.
How do you feel about that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean,
Yeah, my dick ain't gonna get hard if you don't suck. I don't give a fuck how fine you are, how good your
I don't know.
vagina is.
I feel like, but should it though? Because like get hard without getting your dick sucked. Because I feel like there was a time when you were like younger having sex, you got to get head then too.
It that's when it developed when I was
I
younger.
see. Okay.
Not to try to like uh boast or brag on them, but I've had so much of it. Like I would like, you know, like this is what does it for me now. Maybe at one point in time, like 14, 15, like
Right. Yeah.
just strictly just, you know, knowing
They have women that said that too. They have women that say that too. Like they don't get turned on or they're not, you know, they prefer oral sex for like that's their foreplay. So
I've come across a lot of women who don't even really care for.
yeah,
What do you think that stems from? You think that comes from
men not know how to
women,
do it.
right?
Yeah, and men don't know how to eat pussy. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna say, and I know if there are men watching this, 8 out of 10 of y'all don't know how to have cats. So you know, or don't know how to eat cats. So you know how like they say, you know, 1 in 3 women. I feel like there's a lot of men that don't know how to perform oral sex.
Mm.
They just don't, in my opinion. So for the longest time, like I wouldn't even be tripping on it. Like if you wanted to, but it wasn't like I was getting mind blown. It just wasn't enough for me to be like, oh, you know, I need this for this to happen.
Mm.
But I do know women, you know, that's like, nah, if he not going down, whatever. For me, if you're not going down, even now when we thoroughly enjoying it, now, right? It's not.
Why do you thoroughly enjoy it now?
I told you we're not turning this into.
No, I'm just curious. Like, why do you thoroughly enjoy it now?
Because it's good.
Oh,
It's good. Yeah.
at what point did it become good?
With you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, when you find somebody or when you with somebody that does it right, but even now, I'm not gonna talk to a man and say he don't go down simply because you say you don't go down. Like that's childish to me.
It definitely.
Yeah, it's childish. So like I would actually not even. That's really not even a non-negotiable. Like it's a non-negotiable for him. For me, it's a non-negotiable. Mean it's not. It's not a non-negotiable. Meaning I really would not. That's like at the bottom of a list of things I have. But simply because you're telling me what you're not gonna do with me, yeah, I already know what's up. Yeah, I already know what's up because that's childish to me. Like that means you just out here not trying things. You're not, and maybe you did, but you ain't never tried it on me.
Right.
So what make you think I'm about to like eat whatever? Now you over here walking around and working hard from 9th grade.
What if he driving like African, Zimbabwean?
It's the thought process behind it. It's only so many ways.
Having his dick.
That's not even anything I'm interested in. Most, you know, fun fact, 9 out of 10 women don't want that. It's uncomfortable, it's painful, it's not fun.
No, okay, so maybe not that big, but I'm just saying, like, what if he driving like, so could you not get past, if he driving that big, like, right, you can't get past him now.
I'm gonna feel played every time I'm going, you know, and again, I love that. So that's not your fault that I love that, right? That's not, but I want that reciprocated. I'm just so sorry. Like, no, it's eventually it would be old. And eventually I would get very tired of trying to be like, so still, like you still on that?
Right.
It's childish to me. Like,
Right.
I don't know. It's childish.
As a man, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even gonna eat pussy for the woman. Like I do it turns me on. Like
Yeah.
like
But you are still doing it for her though, right?
I guess she gets the benefits of it in the long run, but
Oh, so you're selfish at that.
if that's what you want to call it, like I do it, like it turns me on, especially if I'm doing it right, if I'm hitting that spot and you like you moaning and woo woo. Like yeah, it's just around my dick, like work hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're a selfish lover. You
If that's what you
bypass
want
it.
to call it, you still benefiting from it.
Right, but it's still but
There's never a time. I'm just saying, there's never a time where you're gonna ask me to do it. And, nah, 'cause I like because I
yeah.
not only do
When I say
does doing it
yeah,
turn me on and shit.
yeah.
The the benefits, damn girl, what's the word I'm looking for? The residual benefits
Uh-huh.
that comes from it. Like if you have your woman turned on to where
Uh,
now she about to eat the thing, or now she about to come put that, you know what I'm saying? Like it just heightens the entire atmosphere.
but
You
I'm
gotta stop looking at it as a job or
Mhm.
duty or something. You know, look at it like if you don't get turned on by yourself, look at it like I'm gonna do this and it's gonna turn her up, and in turn she go, you know.
Okay, so then that's what I was getting to. When I was saying selfish lover, so like you would do what is asked of you though. In
Yeah, as long as I feel like, yeah, it's go, yeah, get you to where I need you to be, the way you go.
right.
It's
Well,
reciprocate.
right. I'm saying if it's something that's but if somebody just saying this turns me on, I want you
Yeah,
to do this.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, we got just anything. Yeah, I want you to walk around ass naked with a broom in between your legs, and that's the turn. No, yeah, we ain't about to do that.
Right. I'm just saying, I didn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Within reason, things that are, honoring and respecting you as a person. I was just saying, I was trying to rule out, like you were saying, oh, I'm just doing this for me. But it's like, so when do you do it for the person?
Yeah, no, yeah, no. Yeah, I don't mean like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely listen. Whatever gets my woman off is what gets me off. Her being turned on,
Mhm.
her reaching her climax multiple times is what makes me want to go more. Is what does it for me. To be honest with you, I don't even have to nut. To be honest, as long as she get her, like that's just go. I'm gonna be sated from that.
Okay. Well, I agree. I told y'all, men, they're simple creatures. They're not that complex. All right.
No, no.
No, I don't.
Or something like a shot.
No, 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 no. That was for my no, that was for my loyal supporters. They know what I'm talking about. But no, men are simple by nature. I don't mean simple minded. I said
Oh,
simple.
okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
I didn't say
definitely
simple minded.
okay.
Okay, y'all. No, hold on now. I ain't trying to. I'm just saying what I said. I ain't talking about you, man.
Making sure. That man is simple. Complex like a
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, next letter from misunderstood. I'm a 30-year-old man that wants a dermal piercing, but my wife is completely against it, stating she thinks it looks gay. As a woman, what is your opinion on this? Well, I'm going to add mad too because I get it. We want to get his position. It depends on location for me. I feel like for a man at this point, if you were to get like a dermal, like maybe like over your eye, like an eyebrow piercing, I still wouldn't be crazy about it. But
okay, I automatically take a dermal
yeah.
as being the piercing that's right here. Like,
Oh no, a dermal is the type of piercing, so it can be anywhere.
oh,
But the location of the dermal can be where you're talking about, like the teardrop dermal. But a
oh,
dermal is just the actual piercing itself.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can get them. So I know Cardi B, she got two over her butt. Ari Fletcher, Moneybag woman, she got two. Like you could get them anywhere. People get them moles, they'll get them like right above their lip for almost like a diamond mole, a beauty mole, or whatever.
Okay, well, let's
Yeah.
speak for me. Let's speak.
Yeah.
I thought, oh man, maybe he assumed the same thing. I automatically thought a dermal was like that. Um, which at one point in time I even considered.
I don't know why teardrop dermals are. I think, well, first of all, let me say this. I think they're far from gay, in my opinion. I think they're far from gay. Like that's such a long shot test to determine if a man is gay. Okay. Um, that's just a piercing to me. I mean, yeah, maybe if he gets a dermal, I don't know, like 2 over his back, kind of like the girls. Yeah, I might be looking at him a little weird, like, why would you get that? But the one on your face, or even I've seen people get the one, they get on their face, they get them, the tragus dermals, like the ones like kind of like in between your cartilage, this little piece right here. I've seen that.
Yeah.
That's not gay to me.
I would like I always wanted like, and I don't know why, but like I always wanted like 2 holes in my ear on some shit.
It's like a second hole?
2 earrings.
Yeah, I want a second one too.
Yeah.
The one behind your main hole, right? Right
Yeah,
behind.
like right
Yeah.
behind, yeah, not
Yeah.
at the top and then
Yeah.
right here.
I
And
want.
I ain't gonna lie, I would probably like just wear uh earrings on one ear then. Like I probably would like I would just keep them in my left ear.
Oh, you would just do 2 holes in one ear
In 1 year, yeah.
and
I
just leave the
probably
other
would
one.
have like 2
Why?
I don't know, I think that's too much.
Too much.
But as
Okay.
far as the piercing right here, I
To tip that
considered
down?
that at one point in time. I don't know, I think it's fly on some shit.
Yeah, I've
You
seen
rocking it and how you rocking it.
Chris
I'm
Brown got
kinda
one. Doesn't he got one right here? Am I tripping?
I don't know shit.
I feel like he has a dermal. I've seen celebrities.
Offset,
Offset has one. I've seen celebrities with it, and I don't think it looks bad.
yeah, you know, there's a hype me up saying, yeah, if you did that, isn't going to be I'll be fucked. If they say I tell them to do, but uh, nah, I don't think it's me anymore. I think I'm too old for it.
I'm still going back to your last comment. What?
What?
A bitch what? Anything a bitch what?
No, I'm saying what the women want, I mean, let's not get it confused. Like, we get our haircuts because it's attractive to women.
Some people
Dress a certain way.
Some people do things for themselves at this age, though.
I think the majority of men, we do all these things because we
Because y'all
just
simple?
wanna attract women do the same. Like, let's not go there.
I don't get all my stuff for the attraction of men.
Okay.
I don't.
I feel like we as people do
We do.
things to
We do
attract
self.
the opposite sex.
Of course, we do.
Yeah, we keep ourselves up and all that because when we go outside, we want people of the opposite sex or whatever it is you're into to recognize you, be like, oh, that look good, we complimented and shit.
I get what you're saying. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's gay. So
Anyway, I've considered it.
Hmm.
I don't know if it really fits with me, who I am. What do you think about grills? Like,
oh, that's a good one. So I want to get one. I need to get one for a little business venture that I'm part of, but it's not going to be like no full, nothing aggressive. It's gonna be like a cutesy kind of grill. For women, I like the cutesy girls.
what about iced out my own stuff?
If it's permanent, I can't fool with the permanent shit. If it's in and out girls, but that just feels so. I cannot see me wanting to look at that in your mouth every day. It just feels aggressive.
Wow.
I mean,
I feel okay. So,
if it's something
stigma surrounding it as a man,
Uh-huh.
especially a man who's in the culture I'm in, I guess. If like you get them pull out shit like it's almost like is shitted on. It's
What if they real though? There's real.
even so, like niggas be like, man, dude, this ain't permanent. You know what I'm saying? Got the real diamonds in my hand. Like niggas be like, what the fuck we even did that for?
But who cares though? It's like you're
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie. If I did go get them, it would be like permanent shit. Now maybe later on in my life, I will get them taken out. I'm get my.
I'm talking about the aggressive. I'm talking about the aggressive. Ain't no shade because I love big ass the greatest. But like big ass, every tooth in his mouth.
Yeah, that's what I would want. I would want all
Yeah,
my shit.
that feels.
VVS is bling bling.
Yeah, no, it's not my thing.
Every time I'm eating nipples or different, right?
Yeah, no, I would. Yeah, no. Me personally, I'm not a fan of it. But that, listen, it depends. I feel like if I met a man and I wouldn't give him the time because I'm not attracted to that. But if you decided to go get it, I'm already with you. I mean, I would just get used to it, I guess. Like, yeah, it's your mouth. Okay, so the next letter is from Mrs. Who Am I? This one will be a little juicy. My boyfriend and I have begun on a sexual journey that I never thought I would be a part of. I've always been attracted to women and have had 1 or 2 threesomes in my lifetime, but never with a man I loved and was in a relationship with. He recently took a trip out of the country and met a woman there that wanted to fuck him that same night. Instead of engaging with this woman, because this is juicy. No, this is juicy. It's not juicy to you?
If you slow down a little bit, I can't even understand what you're saying.
Okay. Instead of engaging with this woman behind my back, he decided to be upfront with me and called to ask for my permission, which blew my mind. But not only that, in asking for my permission, he asked me to participate by allowing me to watch and fuck her on FaceTime, and even asked that I pleasure myself during. Long story short, I was so turned on that he is that committed to me and refused to betray me that I agreed. I must admit the entire experience was fucking hot. It was almost as if the woman was just an add-on to something him and I had going on. He watched me and talked to me the entire time. I came multiple times. I believe we have unlocked a new level of trust and a new fetish. It's so taboo and feels so wrong and against everything I stand for, but also so right and good at the same time. What are your thoughts?
Wow. So okay, let's
unpack
let's
that.
like let's summarize it. So basically, she has a guy.
Her boyfriend.
He went out of town, met another woman where
Right.
he is at
Right.
that wanted to fuck him that same night.
Right.
He called, asked for her permission, basically to fuck her. And not only did he ask for her permission, he asked if she will watch on FaceTime.
And take part and pleasure herself.
She obviously she agreed, took part in it, enjoyed it, and now she's asking.
She believes they have unlocked a new level of trust and a new fetish. She says, I guess the issue or question is, it's so taboo and feels so wrong and against everything I stand for, but also so right and good at the same time, which is obviously based on what it makes you feel like physically, but also probably emotionally in a relationship. What are your thoughts? I'll open it up with saying, I feel like, I think these things in relationships or being in a relationship where you have these type of experiences have historically been so frowned upon because people either openly do certain things in their relationships but don't ever be conscious of their own their own things within it. Like they add to the party, but the party ain't really popping like that. So they use other
substitute, like
correct, yeah,
supplements.
yeah. Like it's one thing to like add spice to a spicy dish. Like, oh, I want to make this a la hotter. It's already hot, but I could,
Yeah.
But to be like this is a bland dish. This thing got nothing on it.
Right.
I'm gonna add all this seasoning and then never do it again. I'm just do it this one time.
Right.
Even though obviously that's what you prefer, right? So I feel like as long as you have autonomy across the board, like if your relationship really is and was already, I guess, fulfilling sexually, and this is just like untapped territory that you just so happen to enjoy it, that's different. But if there's insecurities or distrust, I wouldn't use this or these type of things to try to make me tighter. I get the premise behind it. It's like, oh, it is a bonding because it's an experience, but make sure that that's the intention on both ends, right? Like, make sure that your man is not asking you to go to a swingers club every weekend because he don't really want to fuck you. Make sure, that y'all have that in a row before you add some shit to it. That would be my thoughts. But I don't think there's anything wrong with what you do and what people do in their relationships. That's your thing. They got plenty of people that. What's the difference in like your man fucking a woman with the door closed and nobody don't see, but he's still cheating on you? Versus that, I get it. If that's not your thing, that's not your thing. If you truly want to be, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I want to be monogamous. I don't want to know about. Understand? Maybe you don't, or not, or are not interested in anything like that, or you've done it and it didn't work. But for the people that like turns their noses up at it, they've also been cheated on and they've stayed with that person. So I don't know the difference. Like, what's the difference in like, again, your man fucking another woman? Yeah, you don't get to see it, but it still happened.
For sure.
It still happened.
For sure.
It just wasn't something you saw. So why is the woman that decides to say, oh, I'm gonna try this with you. All right, cool.
Right.
I'm
applaud it. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds fucking awesome. The autonomy of it.
yeah, having that much that type of
rapport and like trusting each other, like
yeah.
and realizing like I don't want to minimize sex, but realizing certain instances, at least for a man, are just that.
Yeah.
They are not, it's not rooted in anything deeper. Now, some of
Yeah.
us, we go out and we go to tripping, we go to fall, but that be coming from, that stems from other shit too. That stems from maybe this woman provides something that I ain't getting at home.
Right.
When you getting everything at home and it's just literally an experience, and especially how he like wanting her to join in, like,
Right.
yeah, that was fire to me. Like,
Yeah. I mean, again, I feel like it's relative to the relationship you're in. I know now, in being unfaithful, before, it just feels intolerable to me because I do feel like I'm a bit more open-minded than what I once was on what I might be okay with and what I might be okay with taking a part of or participating versus being unfaithful. I feel like it just takes so much effort for somebody to do that. It don't ever just be a text. It's always so many loops and lies to get to the cheat. And if that's the type of time you on with me, and I ain't doing you
I
that.
don't think that's necessarily true. There's instances where you might just go out and meet somebody that night and just all have. I don't think it always have to be this like this grand scheme.
It's still a lie though. Like if you live with in that,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's still a lie, right? You
always this,
I don't. Yeah, I get it.
feeling like
Right, building this whole
with
thing.
each
You're right.
other,
I can. Yeah,
then we finally fuck. I done lied to you so many times, or I done went dated her and sat her at a coffee shop or fucking met her at the club and all this. Sometimes that shit might just happen like one night.
yeah. I still feel like that's worse, honestly. And you just nasty. Because why you throwing your ass around like that?
Why do you think that's worse? I think the building a rapport and shit is.
I'm talking about, but I know, but you still fucking a random person who you don't know. You for what? I get it.
Look, how many times have we just fucked a random person who we don't know?
Of course, but I'm talking about in a relationship though. I'm not referring to when you're single and you out here living life.
Don't judge though.
Oh, I'm not judging. I'm saying for me, I'm not judging. I'm saying for me personally, I handle myself and my person in a different way. I will prefer to be with somebody that thinks highly of their body like that too. So no shade, no tea. But I feel like as you age, your sexual discipline and appetite, you should be able to control that. You should be able to go out and have a good night.
I don't think it's not.
And
Has anything to do with me honoring my body? What the fuck you are?
God,
Moses. For Moses, let my people go.
dog, you try to live in the way in the light.
Dog. I think now what the wrong thing about it is
it's just a lie. It's truly just a lie.
To your partner and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like the urge and all that shit matters.
Oh, no. I'm not negating that.
Yeah.
I'm giving you full credit to that.
Participating in it. Like that's.
But when did you decide to not though? But when do you decide to just not do it though? At what point do you be like, I don't need to do this? Because I'm a child.
Maybe I don't ever decide that, but maybe like he did.
Right.
I include my woman in it and I do.
You know how wrong this could have went though? This could have went fucking terrible.
He took a
small leap for himself and a giant one for mankind.
I appreciate you.
Cause boy, this could have went fucking wrong. You could have lost your whole. This girl could have like, you know what? I don't do this with you no more. I'm done. And you're in another country, chest about to pop clean out.
But I think he was willing to.
He had enough indication that she might be willing to. Because there's no way you take this type of chance without something being planted.
For sure.
It's no way. I would never. This is bold. If you do that, knowing or not knowing what your partner could truly say, that's risky. That's risky to me.
For sure.
Yeah, without at least posing the little question like, "Babe, what you think about blah blah blah?" Or something.
And I don't even think he did. From the sounds of it, I don't even think he did it so he could.
Yeah,
like I think he did it to unlock something different in their relationship. And
I wonder how he would feel if it was the other way around, though. If it was her doing that.
I see. That's where.
Because men can. That's where men are different too.
Go wrong at.
Because a woman.
I'm not like that, but that's where men go wrong at.
Yeah.
Anything I do, my woman is open to do too, and I'm not gonna judge. I'm gonna give her the same respect
Mm-hmm.
and
In
she gives
consideration
me,
that's been given
and
to
she
you.
gives me, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Well, that's because women are so hypersexualized. So everything with women is sexy. So it's so acceptable. Like a man will digest a woman going on her girls' trip eating some cat while she all the time with her friends.
Yeah.
It would never be received that way if your man goes on a boys' trip and decides to suck his best friend dick. Like it's never gonna give that.
Oh yeah, we went way off. What?